Hello everyone, in this video we'll be taking up the next part of the plumber block, that is part number 4. So the part number 4 fixes at the top of this part, and we have to now mod. So here in this diagram some of the dimensions are missing. This height here we have to take it as 5 mm, and the height from this point to this point you have to take it as 30. Okay, so these two dimensions are missing here, and same way here this radius of this arc that is also missing, so you have to take this as radius 70. Okay, the same way here also we had taken in the previous video the radius of 70, if you remember. Okay, so this radius and these heights, they are missing, so we have to assume that accordingly. Fine, so taking these dimensions we have to now start modeling that particular part. So let's begin. So once again, as usual, you have to take a new file, go to part, click OK, make the changes in the settings. One is the MMGS, and okay, make these planes visible. Fine, so these two settings we have to do every time. Then let us save this file to D drive, okay, in your own folder. So okay, I think my folder is not existing here, so I'll just create a new folder of my name, and I'll save this in here. Fine, so this second part number 4, what is it called as? This part is part number 4, and it's called as the cap. So let us save with the same name, cap. So now again how to take the front view, front plane, go to features, not features, go to sketch and take the sketch. So in the front view I have to create this particular cross section, and the missing dimensions, as you know, I have marked it here. So along with these missing dimensions I have to draw it. So let's begin. So first of all I'll start with this circle right here, and then I'll take a line from here somewhere on the circle. Then I need a horizontal line, vertical line, horizontal, vertical, and a straight line, horizontal. Okay, then what I'll do, I'll just take all these sides and create a mirror of this about the central plane. So I have selected all these lines, so take mirror entities and mirror about, I'll select this plane. So you can see the mirror of these lines have been created, but this okay, so click OK to come out of the mirror command, and then when you drag this you can see it's getting dragged like this. So I just have to constrain it to make it closed entity. Fine, so now it's behaving just as I want it to. Then I'll just use trim command to remove this part, and I have to draw one more circle with the same center as this circle, and it has to be slightly larger. Once again I have to take the trim command and remove the parts which I don't need. Fine, so this is the cross section, and now I have to give the dimensions to this one by one. So first you can see from the center to this is 36. Let me give that. Then radius of this is 32. Let me give that. So one by one let us feed all these dimensions. So distance between these, that is 5 mm. Then from here to the top, that's 30. Then distance between these two, that is 20. You can see it's given here, so this is 20. And the radius of the largest circle, that's 58. So this radius is 58. Fine, so one more thing that we need is this one. Fine, so we can see that the radius here is 70. So from the center this distance has to be exactly 70 on both the sides. Fine, so okay, I think this circle is appearing very small, so I think this distance we'll have to reduce it slightly. Instead of 30, let's go with 28. So now it's looking much better, I feel. Okay, so this distance we'll like it, we'll just make it 28. Fine, so let's make this change over here as well. So instead of 30 we'll be taking 28. So once you are done with this, go to features, extrude. So while extruding, instead of blind we have to take mid plane as the option, and the total thickness we have to feed it. So the total thickness you have to take it same as this thickness, so 64 we have to take. So here's missed mentioning it here, so let's go with 64. Click OK. So the part is not visible. In case something like this happens, you have to change this to change the rendering options here, and hope that's actually going to solve the problem. So next what you have to do is to take up this plane, go to a sketch, and then let's keep it oriented properly, and then I'll just draw a circle from the center, tangential to this edge. It is still blue, it means it's moving. Okay, so this line and this circle I have to make it tangential. Fine. So make sure you are pressing Control when you are doing this, then you should be fine. So once the circle is drawn, go to features and extrude cut. So this cut has to be on the outer side. Fine, it should not cut the inner side, it should cut the outer side. So choose this option here, the flip the side to cut. Fine, so that will ensure the outer side will be cut instead of the inner side, and instead of blind you can just say through all and click OK. So now you can see that the part has become round on both the sides. There are some small additions to this that we may have to make. There is an oil hole you can see here. So for that oil hole we'll have to take the front plane once again, go for a sketch, and let's keep it properly over here, and then I'll just have to take up line. This is the cross section, so don't make it 45 degrees exactly, or it's something like this, then like this. Okay, so this is the cross section we'll have to create, and this is the cross section we have to create. Now keep this and this tangential to each other, and start feeding all the remaining dimensions as they are given in the manual. So you can see he is showing oil hole diameter 3, CSK diameter is 6. Fine, so we'll have to take up diameters. So I'll just take its center line and create a small center line over here, and I can take the diameters with respect to this. So CSK diameter is telling it is 6. Escape, drag this if it is going outside our required range. Then diameter of the screw is giving it as 3, and depth is 20. So depth we have to take from here to here. This has to be 20, and this end has to be slightly below the other end, and the angle we usually take it as 60 degrees. So now there is a small gap over here, so what to do? You can just make this 45 degrees as the angle. The smart dimensions, this angle I have to make it 45 degrees. So you can see the whole diagram is now black, so you can go ahead and revolve cut. Just revolve cut. Oh, a small mistake, I guess. That's 20. So we need not give this height, because this height has to be through all. I don't know why he has mentioned deep 20, and that's not required obviously, and it has to go straight down, so even the angle will not be required. So we'll have to just constrain it to this circle here, and then we can just go to the revolve cut. So you can see the revolve cut has been created. Here there is a hole which is going through to the bottom, and there are some more cuts here. You can see similar to the cut which is shown over here of 34 radius. In the hidden lines in the top view you can see that particular thing, and for that I'll have to go with 68 diameter or 34 radius. So once again I'll have to enable the planes, select the front plane, go to sketch, orient this properly, take a circle with this point, and radius diameter of this has to be 68. Fine. And this has now got to be subtracted, so go with extrude cut, and it has to be symmetric of course, and this thickness, it's not given here, it's given here, that's 40. So here again I have to go with mid plane and 40. So that will provide me with this groove on the inside. Fine. So you can also provide some fillet here, because it's been shown as a round edges, so you can go with fillet, and you can make those two edges slightly round. 10 is going to be very high radius, so let's go with 2. Let's go with 2 and click OK. So now you can see that this is fairly similar to what we wanted. Save this, the file save, and that's it. So this part has been created.